Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So this will be the second in my series of impossible runs with all drop monsters. And yeah, same rules here, 3 extreme drop monsters, and then 1 impossible monster. Although in this case, instead of an impossible monster, it is a insidious, which is what light Murasame is. So yeah, the first character I want to use as a drop, as a bounce character, and then I'm going to aim for that little ribbon up there. And then for the second character, I like to put a pierce, and then aim for that side of the wall, so I can kind of curve around and then get all the guys in one hit. So yeah, ideally the first 2 stages would take, just 2 turns. And then the third stage, I like to kind of aim for that guy on the left side there. And that usually does pretty well. If I'm very lucky, I'll get all of the guys in one hit, but that doesn't usually happen. Alrighty, to talk about the team that I'm using, first I'm using light Murasame. And yeah, I don't know how helpful it is to show her in here as a beginner's video, because most people will get their first Tsukuyomi before they get their first Murasame. But yeah, there we saw that I took down all of the homing guys and I left just the knight. And the knight, he revives much fewer people than the homing guys, so he can be a good one to leave if you had to leave just one. Okay, and then on this stage we want to get rid of the wizard-looking guy every turn. And then do sort of like a 45-degree angle, because that'll make it easier for us to get around and hit everybody. Alright, and then the next guy that I'm using is Chainbound Jack. He has no gravity barrier, he has a pierce. He has a meteor strike shot, which is not super great here, since we take down all of the little guys in one hit anyway. But it can do a little bit of extra damage to the boss. But the main reason that I'm using him is for his bump combo, which is the lock-on pierce shockwave, which is pretty darn strong. And he and then Lucas, they both have this bump combo. And that's kind of the point that I want us to focus on for this video, is to keep an eye on these lock-on shockwave pierce bump combos, because they are very strong. And yeah, as we can see, we didn't even hit that wolf guy in the lower right-hand corner, but the bump combos were enough to take him out. Okay, so there goes the first mini-boss stage. Next up I'm using a Lucas Evolution. He has the same bump combo as Chainbound Jack, so very, very strong. And then I like him, I prefer him over the Ascension version of Lucas, because he's got the full power bump combo. The Ascension is a power type, so his bump combo is not as strong. And then he also has more hit points, which is pretty important for this mission, since there are no hearts on this mission. And then lastly, I'm using a Tiger 1X, and she's kind of the best support character for this mission. Very high hit points in order to, keep our hit points up. Very high speed, so she can hit more little guys and then also hit more of my teammates per turn. And then a blast bump combo, which is especially good for this team, since all my other 3 guys have pretty strong bump combos. So yeah, these are kind of my top recommended drop monsters for Tsukuyomi. There are some other guys that are good. Some people like to use Ghoulie Evolution. He's good because he has very high attack and then he has a pierce, but he's pretty slow. So I never really used him. And then once we got a Chainbound Jack, I was really happy to use him, and I never even thought about using a Ghoulie anymore. But yeah, here is the Tiamat stage, and the same idea as the mini-boss stage. We'll take down the little guys as much as we can every turn, as we do damage to the boss. And while for the last stage I said that 45-degree angles were good to hit everybody, here you want to do more of a 15-20. because that way you'll have less of a chance of pinching in between two of the guys. Alright, here is the first boss stage. And then, yeah, same idea again, except there are laser barriers, so our laser bump combos won't do very well here. And there's no gravity barriers. So if we were bringing a guy without no gravity barrier, from this stage on, they would get more freedom of movement. And then, of course, we want to take down the wizard guy every turn, so we'll make that the first priority. Okay, very good. And then as for strike shots, Murasame's strike shot is the explosion on first impact, and I like to save that for either the third or, the second or the third boss stage. I use it for the second boss stage in case it's taking too long, and I'm afraid of the ability lock attack from Tsukuyomi. But I like to save it for the last stage, just so I can do a lot of damage there. Chainbound Jack, I'll use that for any stage where I'm in a pinch. Maybe the second boss stage is good, so that I can get meteor damage on the Tiamat. Lucas's strike shot, I don't recommend using ever during this entire mission, because it allows him to only hit one guy. It's a tackle strike shot, so can't say it's very suited for this mission. And then finally, Tiger IX's strike shot. I also don't really recommend it, since she doesn't move when she does it, she just shoots out lasers. If on the last stage you can line up everybody within the laser, it might be worth using then. And it might be worth using once both Tsukuyomis are out, because you can double the damage that way. But otherwise I would just leave it alone. So with this team we're mostly going to rely on Murasame's strike shot and then bump combos. Okay, so this stage is going pretty well. We're taking down lots of shields every turn because of the double bump combo from Lucas and Jack, Chainbound Jack. Okay, pretty good. Okay, last boss stage, and then we have all of our bump combos ready, so, or all of our strike shots ready. So we can go ahead and use the ones there. And then, of course, we want to hit Tsukuyomi's weak point with Murasame's strike shot. So we'll do that here. And then hope that she gets around enough to hit all of the wizard-looking guys. Okay, perfect. Okay, with a Chainbound Jack, we want to, of course, include the boss and all the enemies. But I see that he has power down, so we'll wait. The way that Meteor works is that it's a multiplier times the character's attack. And since he's powered down, then his Meteor would do less damage. So I'll wait till next turn. Okay, Lucas, we will not use his strike shot. And then, yeah, we missed the magician-looking guy, so the damage walls come out. But here, this is a decent time to use Tiger's laser strike shot. It doesn't require her to move, and then her positioning was good enough that we could just use it and then get everybody we needed to get. So that turned out okay, actually. Okay, pretty good. Maybe this will set us up for Chainbound Jack's strike shot. So we'll use that. We'll try to include everybody, including the boss. Alright, perfect. Okay, yeah, decent damage, but, you know, every little bit helps. Okay, pretty good. Just clearing out the little guys every turn, getting the bump combos out. Alright, excellent. Alrighty, one more hit should do it. And yeah, if you do take long enough, then the second Tsukuyomi will come out. And when she does come out, you really only have 1 or 2 turns left to defeat the boss. Alright, but we managed to do it. And yeah, we managed to do it on the back of bump combos from drop monsters, which is kind of an unusual thing. But it is possible with this party. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Take care.